Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the mysterious world of aviation with the top 5 unsolved cases of missing planes. We're talking vanishing acts, cryptic clues, and enough speculation to fill a hangar. These aren't your average travel mishaps, folks. These are the cases that have baffled investigators, captivated the public, and left us all staring at the sky, wondering what really happened. So, buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and get ready for a turbulent ride as we explore the mysteries of these vanished flights. Alright, let's start with a modern mystery that gripped the world. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Picture this, March 8, 2014. A Boeing 777 carrying 239 souls takes off from Kuala Lumpur, destined for Beijing. Everything seems routine, until it's not. Less than an hour into the flight, MH370 vanishes from radar. Poof! Gone. No distress calls, no mayday, just silence. Naturally, a massive search operation kicks off. We're talking dozens of countries, cutting-edge technology, the whole shebang. They scoured the South China Sea, then shifted focus to the Indian Ocean, chasing every lead, every piece of debris, every whisper of a theory. And the theories? Oh boy, were there theories. Did it suffer a catastrophic mechanical failure? Was it a deliberate act by the pilot? Did it get sucked into a black hole? Okay, maybe not that last one, but people were grasping at straws. Years of searching yielded a few pieces of wreckage, but no concrete answers. Families were left without closure, the world was left with questions, and MH370 became synonymous with the unknown. Next up, we're traveling back to 1937, to the story of Amelia Earhart, one of the most iconic figures in aviation history. Now, Earhart was a legend, a pioneering aviator attempting to circumnavigate the globe. She had already set numerous records and inspired countless people with her daring flights and fearless spirit. She was already a superstar, but this flight? This was going to be the big one. The journey that would cement her legacy as one of the greatest aviators of all time. She was piloting her trusty Lockheed Electra 10E with navigator Fred Noonan by her side. Together they had already covered most of the globe, facing numerous challenges and overcoming them with skill and determination. They were on the home stretch, aiming for Howland Island in the Pacific, a tiny speck of land in a vast ocean. But then, silence. The world held its breath as Earhart's voice crackled over the radio, only to be lost in the static. Earhart's last radio transmissions were garbled, filled with static and confusion. She reported her position, but it was unclear, and the signal was weak. She was low on fuel, disoriented, and then, nothing. The silence was deafening, and the world waited anxiously for news that never came. The Electra, along with Earhart and Noonan, vanished without a trace. It was as if they had been swallowed by the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The U.S. Navy launched a massive search, combing the area for any sign of the plane. Ships and planes scoured the ocean, but there was no trace of the Electra or its crew. Theories ran rampant. Did they crash and sink? The ocean is vast and deep, and many believed the plane could have gone down, leaving no evidence behind. Were they captured by the Japanese? Some speculated that Earhart and Noonan might have been taken prisoner, their fate sealed in secrecy. Did they, dare I say it, secretly survive on a deserted island? The idea of them living out their days in isolation captured the imagination of many. Despite countless expeditions and investigations, Earhart's fate remains one of aviation's most enduring mysteries. Researchers have pored over every clue, but the puzzle remains unsolved. Her disappearance is a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of exploration and the mysteries that still linger in the skies. Amelia Earhart's legacy endures, inspiring new generations to reach for the unknown even as her final chapter remains unwritten. Chapter 3. Now let's talk about a case that helped solidify the legend of the Bermuda Triangle Flight 19. December 5, 1945, 5 U.S. Navy Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, on a routine training mission. The weather was clear, the crew experienced, everything seemed normal. Then, things got weird. Really weird. The flight leader's compass started acting up, and he reported that everything looked strange, as if they had flown over a body of water they didn't recognize. Their radio transmissions became increasingly frantic, filled with confusion and disorientation. The pilots reported that their instruments were malfunctioning, and they couldn't get their bearings. Then, silence. All 5 planes, along with their 14 crewmen, vanished. A massive search and rescue operation was launched, but no trace of the planes was ever found. Adding to the mystery, one of the search planes, a PBM Mariner, also disappeared without a trace. Spooky, right? The disappearance of Flight 19 cemented the Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a place where logic goes to die. Was it human error, strange magnetic anomalies, or something even weirder? We may never know. Chapter 4. Fasten your seatbelts because we're about to get into some real cloak and dagger stuff with the case of Stardust. This isn't just any aviation mystery, it's one that has baffled experts and enthusiasts for decades. In 1947, this Avro-Lancastrian airliner was cruising at 18,000 feet over the Andes Mountains, en route from Buenos Aires to Santiago, Chile. The flight was routine, the weather was clear, and everything seemed to be going as planned. On board were 11 souls, including a crew of seasoned pilots. These were experienced aviators, well-versed in the challenges of flying over such treacherous terrain. Everything seemed to be going smoothly, with routine radio contact maintained. The crew was in regular communication with air traffic control, reporting their position and status. Then, the radio operator sent a message that would become the source of endless speculation: Stendek. This cryptic message was sent not once but 3 times, adding to the enigma. What does Stendek mean? Nobody knows. The message has puzzled experts for years, leading to numerous theories and debates. It wasn't a standard aviation code, and no one has ever come up with a definitive explanation. Some believe it was a miscommunication, while others think it might have been an acronym or a code known only to the crew. Some speculate it was a garbled attempt to say descending, indicating the plane was making an emergency descent, while others believe it was a secret code word, perhaps known only to the crew or a select few in the aviation community. Whatever Stendek meant, it was the last message ever received from Stardust. After that, radio contact was lost, and the plane vanished. The plane vanished without a trace, sparking one of the biggest aviation mysteries in South American history. Extensive search operations were launched, but the rugged terrain and harsh weather conditions made the search incredibly difficult. Despite extensive searches, it wasn't until 50 years later that wreckage was finally discovered high in the Andes. The discovery was a breakthrough, but it raised more questions than it answered. But the discovery only deepened the mystery. The wreckage was scattered, and there were no clear signs of what had caused the crash. What caused Stardust to crash in such a remote location? Was it a mechanical failure, a navigational error, or something more sinister? And what about that cryptic final message? The word Stendek continues to haunt the story, a puzzle that remains unsolved. The answers, like the plane itself, remain lost in the clouds. The mystery of Stardust and its final message endures, a haunting reminder of the unknowns that still exist in the world of aviation. Chapter 5. Our final case brings us to the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, where Flying Tiger Line Flight 739 disappeared in 1962. This chartered Lockheed Super Constellation was carrying 93 U.S. soldiers and 3 South Vietnamese passengers from California to Saigon. The mission was crucial, as these soldiers were being deployed to assist in the escalating conflict in Vietnam. It was a routine flight, or so they thought. After refueling in Guam, the crew performed all necessary checks, ensuring everything was in order. The plane took off into the night sky, its lights disappearing into the darkness, never to be seen again. No distress calls were made, no wreckage was found, just an eerie silence that left everyone baffled. The disappearance sparked a massive search effort involving both military and civilian resources. Covering over 200,000 square miles of the Pacific, the search was one of the largest of its time. Despite the extensive search, no trace of the aircraft or its passengers was ever found. Theories abound, ranging from mechanical failure to sabotage. Some even speculated about the possibility of being shot down during the Vietnam War, which was escalating at the time. The political climate was tense and the region was fraught with danger. The lack of concrete evidence only fueled the speculation, leading to numerous conspiracy theories. The lack of evidence only fuels the speculation, leaving families and investigators with more questions than answers. The mystery deepens with each passing year, leaving families and investigators with more questions than answers. The emotional toll on the families was immense as they grappled with the unknown fate of their loved ones. The disappearance of Flying Tiger Line Flight 739 serves as a stark reminder of the vastness and unforgiving nature of the ocean. The Pacific, with its endless expanse, can easily swallow even the largest of aircraft, and the mysteries that can be swallowed whole by its depths. The case remains unsolved, a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown. a haunting reminder of the fragility of life. The families continue to seek closure, but the ocean keeps its secrets well guarded, and the enduring power of the unknown. The story of Flight 739 remains one of aviation's greatest mysteries, a testament to the unpredictable nature of our world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Let us know in the comments which case you found the most fascinating. These unsolved disappearances remind us that even in our age of technology and exploration, there are still mysteries beyond our grasp. The skies and seas can be unforgiving, and sometimes the answers we seek remain elusive. But hey, that's what makes these stories so compelling, right? The mystery keeps us guessing, keeps us exploring, and reminds us that there's still so much out there we don't understand.